Here.
That's approved. Okay, we will call the Nashville Town Council meeting to order. It is Thursday, October 16th, 2025. It's currently 6:33 p.m. Start with the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks. All right, next roll call.
Sure. Councilmember Scott Pitt.
Present.
Councilmember Lance Miller.
Sure.
Councilmember David Rudd.
Yes, ma'am.
Councilmember Rex Waters III. And Councilmember Andy Wilson.
Here. Next we have the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion?
Make motion for the consent.
Okay, questions or comments? All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Okay. Next, we have the approval of the consent agenda.
I'll make that approval.
Love that, yeah. He said consent agenda,
Oh,
so he already approved that one.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. We have a first and a second. All of it. Yeah, you confused me. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, nay. All right, next is the clerk-treasurer report.
Okay. You all have the financials from the month, see if anyone has any questions. Okay, there being none, I also wanted to let you know that we are going to still decorate the committee. Still gonna decorate the committee one. I have to kind of laugh, but anyway, I'm gonna recruit some committee members. Are still gonna be decorating the trees at the courthouse lawn this year. But I did talk to Teresa Cobian from the county commissioner's office and let her know that we are not gonna be able to sustain like buying the trees every year. Last year, they have been donated every year until last year. And so last year, the town, out of our Christmas money, we did buy the trees. So I just don't see that it's something sustainable for us to keep doing that. So Teresa asked last night for donations of trees for the courthouse lawn. So anyone that wants to donate a Christmas tree to be decorated on the courthouse lawn is to contact my office. And so then, because last year we bought 8 and we bought 9 actually, but then the Rotary paid us back for theirs. So if we can get regular Christmas trees, not 20-foot trees or anything like that, 11 to 12 would be fantastic. That's what we had last year. So those I will coordinate getting the trees on the courthouse lawn. So we will still be decorating. And we will have the sleigh there too, so just letting everybody know.
I have a tree.
Okay, that would be great.
Things are at.
Okay. You're gonna be there helping too, and if Kenny will help, oh my goodness, he was great. Last year he just started and we were like, we have a job for you.
Cookies first.
I didn't get paid, my payment was delivered.
You still got it, just because it was Easter. Anyway, you were such a big help, so hopefully we can count on you again this year.
Are you lucky? Make motion to approve Ken's help.
Third,
Yeah,
thank you, that's all I have.
that's it. Okay, now on the monthly department reports. We'll start with the fire department. Does anybody have anything from the fire department? Okay, move on to the police department.
I just have just the monthly stat sheet for September, responded to 521 calls for service. Nothing extraordinary about that. Those are pretty consistent with what we do. It does look like I pulled some numbers this morning. Looks like we're probably already on track to be doing that by right now in October, which is probably just assumed. Also, since we last met, Riley May Hall has filled our vacant first class patrolman position and is to the ground doing a job.
Up here.
So
You want to come up here?
Do you wanna come up here?
Riley.
I mean, I know it's hard to get out of the seat.
What do you want to do now?
I think people should stay in.
Yes.
Thanks for being an adequate patrol officer, Riley.
You think
We're
well,
all-
man?
Very happy to have you.
I
Halloween.
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 Yep. We're gonna,
to announce that.
oh, we need to announce that.
Yep.
So on the Halloween night for trick or treat, October 31st from 5 to 8 p.m. We'll be here on Artist Drive as we traditionally are.
Plenty of candy.
With hopefully plenty of candy, plenty of bodies. So it'll probably work out pretty well. We'll just go up there, just like it's always been traditionally done. We'll just be on both ends of the street and trying to keep everybody safe.
They moved the CBC meeting this year, is it in town for the businesses? Did you hear that? They started doing, the CBB started sponsoring businesses in town, and they moved my meeting, or we usually discuss it to next week.
Oh.
So I just didn't know if you heard anything.
I've seen emails, I know it's,
Forgot to call.
I still know it's October 31st, and I don't know if their hours are like 5:30 to 7:30 maybe.
Okay, so they are
Yeah,
still. okay.
and then, the YMCA and the
Yeah.
Parks Department will be doing something on the
Yeah.
trail.
The Y will be on the trail from 5 to 7 p.m. on Halloween night.
If you go to that meeting and get something different, you let me know.
I will. Well, they started, businesses could sign up and they give them a map so they can go around. And it's been a pretty big hit because it's a nice, they do the trunk or treat at the church and it's all kind of on the way. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You gotta figure out that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Got anything else, Kenny?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Next on to town administration.
In your packets, you will see a breakdown for, bigger lawn landscaping for the bid. I believe the left-hand column is what was first given. And then after reviewing it, the right-hand side with the red would be like removals. And the first one would be the Franklin Street post, and that's by the Calvin House. To remove that, and the Washington Street parking lot, instead of having Todd mow it, we can have Jamie mow it. And Jefferson Street, known as Antique Alley, we're waiting to have that surveyed. The town park, instead of doing 2 lawn treatments, doing it once a year. And the expansion of the DOT coverage area, are we talking the one on Van Buren?
Yeah.
Okay, not this year.
Okay.
Okay, so, if you do it without Antique Alley, it reduced the, cost down by $6,006.15, which the total is $34,047.15. If you include Antique Alley, it's $35,955.98
And you're waiting on the assessment
survey.
or survey.
Mhm.
Okay.
My opinion. Really, my opinion. It all depends on what the service is. But if Antique Alley is ours, I say we pay him to do it. If it's not ours, we don't pay, we let Andy take care of it.
And I got another question, this DOT,
Right.
who's your buddy?
I mean,
This is that,
you have a choice.
totally separate.
Yeah,
I mean, the decision's gonna be made by.
yeah, I would say. We do it based on whatever the survey says, the outcome with that.
And then also, he had put in a bid to do the banner project in front of Who's Your Buddy,
Yeah,
okay? And that was a total of 578.83 that needed to be approved to do that.
And then the caps are additional.
Oh, they're not included in this? Okay, then you have three choices for caps, wood caps, copper caps, or solar caps.
And that is the town's, is that right? That's the case.
As far as I know, it is.
What
In
does
the-
our caps look like? Are they black?
There's three caps. So the first cap is just a solid wood treated cap that would be painted the same color as the post, which matches the current building that you're sitting in. The second cap is a copper cap, and the third cap was a solar power cap, so it had a little bit of light to it. There's gonna be 3 poles, they'll have eyeballs so that you can hang 2 banners up there. And a lot of times we have 2 banners. Right now, we just have one for the back road studio tour.
Yeah.
This would move it back. They're always putting it in front of the flowers, the shrubbery. Sometimes they stick them into the flowers and the shrubbery. Sometimes they're anchored to other things. So there's never any consistency from group A to group B. This would just give some consistency. And when there's nothing hanging there, you're just gonna see 3 posts. Like I said, we paint them. We could, I know, landscape artistic, we could embellish these posts a little bit more. I could put some decorative trim on them, you know, if we just, I don't like the look of just non-treated wood. So at least having it painted Brown County brown and a matching cap or a decorative cap might make it look nice. This is the entrance to our town. And I just feel like it would be more consistent and provide civic groups a place to put their banner without, oh my God, who's gonna do it? You know?
On the solar caps, how much light is over there? Would it make a difference on the
You
light?
know-
Like, would it show?
I'm told the solar caps don't put out a lot of light. And, you know, when I looked up the price, talking, it was like a $10 difference between any 3 that you pick. I'm really just trying to include you all in this, you know, otherwise we could just do the wood cap and I'll paint it brown and get over it.
The thing about the solar caps in that location, I think there is a street light right there, and so I don't know if
Right.
that street light.
Oh, you think it may not come on?
Right, would not
I mean,
be
if it
out.
were really dark over there, the solar caps might be kind of nice, but it's
Yeah.
not. There's a lot of light over
Maybe
there.
just go with the cop, then.
Is that then always a spot that the town says you can put stuff there?
Yes.
They have to go to, they have to go
Planning and zoning.
planning and zoning to get permission to do it. And they're only allowed to keep it up there for what, a week?
Or do we?
2 weeks?
Okay, so there is a process.
Is the process, yeah.
Okay.
I like the idea of coppers. I like the idea, I make the motion to go copper.
There you go. Second.
I forgot to bring a pen as well. Can I borrow one of yours for more?
Maybe you second that?
Yeah. There you go. All right, well, any comments or questions on the copper caps? All in favor of the copper caps, say aye. Aye, so nay.
Yeah, you guys vote.
All right,
Who's second?
Big money.
Who seconded the copper caps? You did.
Okay, so
You guys vote.
in that motion, does that assume that you've agreed to him to do the other?
yeah, so now let's do a motion on that. Is there a motion?
I'll make your motion.
What's the motion?
To do the signpost, is that what your motion is?
No, this is for his mowing.
Okay, but you did do the signpost part, this is what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, that's what I thought we just
The
did.
copper caps, the one that they only
We
say
just-
copper caps.
We did the.
We did the
now
cap.
it's time.
And
I make a motion, we approve the signpost with the copper caps.
I'll say.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all opposed, nay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Now, do we want to try for now, or do we want to wait till the survey?
well, I say that we make a motion to approve it if the survey comes through and it's ours, we take it. If the survey comes through, it's not, we don't take it.
Okay.
It's, yeah.
Well, because the business owner could argue they don't want it, that, I don't think we can impose
Yeah,
it done if it.
Yeah, if it comes back where it's not
And
ours.
I'm okay, if, you know, if you come out and the survey says it belongs to Antique Alley. We'll just pull it out,
right.
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, I don't know what your legal is, you know, if you prove the money now, we pull it out later, you're not gonna offend me on it.
We're going to just do it without.
Well, I'm saying one gotta be done before you can.
We do it next year. It turns out that we do on it, just next year we start taking care of it.
Well, this is for next year.
You know, if it's not ours, go ahead and then just remove antique Ally, from this?
So yeah, so make a motion, on Todd Baker's survey, I'm sorry, bid, contingent, you know, with Antique Alley contingent upon the result of the survey.
You're gonna say something.
Yeah.
I got a question. She brought up, there's some more discussion before you approve this.
Sure.
On the town's part, you wanted to go from one lawn treatment. Typically, we do 4 lawn treatments. You backed it off to 1.
Yeah,
Which one do you want? So your 4 options are, you typically do crabgrass pre-emergent in March, with fertilizer. In June, you do fertilizer. Sometimes we use crabgrass pre-emergent again to expand our crabgrass coverage with herbicide. The fall one again, we do in September, that's fertilizer with with chemicals to kill weeds. And the final one is your winterizer. My recommendation is that you do either number 2 or number 3. Crabgrass is a booger around here and we have a lot of rain in the spring. So I think if you just do the second half, I think that would be your best bet as far as looking nice. Backing off to 2, I don't know, you know. That's my professional opinion. I would do the second half of the year if I was only gonna do 1. If they're all cost the same price, it doesn't really matter. It's just, you're gonna approve something. I need to know, I subcontract that out to, Indiana Lawn Pro.
okay.
So I need to tell him which app we're doing. They all run $210 per app. We're fertilizing a half an acre down there.
That's not bug friendly.
Some bug friendly. Nothing I do kills bugs. I kill
Okay,
weeds.
perfect. I heard you.
Yeah. So all we're doing is
Okay.
killing weeds and suppressing weed seeds. Pre-emergent suppresses crabgrass. It also suppresses a lot of other weeds too, but mainly we're trying to suppress crabgrass.
Your recommendations 2 or
So
3
I would recommend to do app number 2.
or 4.
With 2.
App number 2. Well, yeah, app number 2. We're just gonna do 1 app a year though.
Yeah,
It's not gonna get it.
which is the summer treatment.
That's your summer treatment. So you won't have any weeds for the summer, which is when the parks probably use the most. It'll help some. You may have some crabgrass because you didn't do it in March, but crabgrass starts to germinate around April 15th and you last for 90 days. So you may have some crabgrass. I don't want to hear you complaining about crabgrass. Probably most of you don't treat your own lawns. You probably have crabgrass and don't care. So we're gonna go with number 2.
I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. Now I have some more comments before you do this. I'd like to speak a minute. All right. Last week, I was going to take it back when you were going to put out that bid. Then Andy asked me some questions. One of the questions you asked me was, do I plant natives? Well, sometimes when I think of natives, I think of a prairie. But I don't realize is that when we did the Pat Riley parking lot back 13 years ago, that every tree in there is native, every bush in there, well, most of the shrubbery in there is native, the grasses are native, all the perennials are native. The only thing it's not is the boxwood. We won an award for that parking lot. Washington Street parking lot was full of monoculture, solid burning bush all the way down, right? Indiana, don't plant those anymore. We took all those out and went back to 3 native shrubs. Every single landscape bed that I plant annuals in has perennials in it right now. It may just be echinacea, it might be some daylilies, but every single one has some perennial in it right now. So yes, I do a lot of annuals, but annuals provide nectar and food for the bees and butterflies all summer long. Perennials only bloom for a few weeks. You know, maybe echinacea does bloom a little bit longer. If I cut it back, it'll kind of keep blooming. But a lot of stuff has its few week period, and that's the end of it. So if you don't have annuals, you ain't got much going on. The hanging baskets that are in town, I've been doing for 13 years. I've been doing those at the same cost for 13 years. They cost you $49 a piece. Another thing about your bid that you need to know is that this year, the bid includes mulching of Town Hall, Mound Street bathroom, and Old School bathroom. Save money. Next year, we're not going to do these 3 properties. We do Pat Riley. Pat Riley's a money-sucking monster down there, and it requires a lot of mulch. Not near as much as the original installation was, so we bounce this back and forth. So this is me trying to work with you all on how to get your dollars to spread more. So next year, you'll see your bid go up a little bit, then the following year, it'll go back down. That's just kind of what's happening. You know, you're paying me right now to mow all your grass on a weekly basis. I bag everything at my cost because I'm trying to protect pedestrians, but very busy area. I keep all your beds weeded on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. I mean, I'm taking care of town from the liquor store to Mound Street, clear to the Washington, the welcome sign, the village green. you're getting a lot for that $30,000. I mean, I'm gonna say this, I have 5 employees, 4 of them live in Brown County. We buy a lot of gas here, we eat in a lot of restaurants here. The BP almost go out of business to work for my crew in there eating corn dogs and whatnot. So my group does add a lot to this town, and I appreciate the opportunity to work for you all. I love it. It's so much fun. And when my employees come up and tell me, man, people are like, man, this place just looks great. You know, that makes them feel good. They're proud to take care of it too. We enjoy it. And I'm trying to give you the best deal I can. I'm trying to pick the best plants that'll survive our wet springs and dry summers and droughts in the fall. It's tough. You know, if you're having a problem with your own personal landscaping, you got my number. Please give me a call. I'm happy to give advice. You can hire me. Very affordable. And I have openings for next year. Other than that, yes, I look forward to working for 2026. I started doing flower designs in January. You've all got ideas for that. Please give me a call. It would help me out a little bit on where to go. I've already got thoughts, but I'm totally open to all of it. Dave's been in this business most of his life. I think you all, Lance is a very active gardener. Andy, I've seen your place.
I'm working on it. We've not.
Lance,
Make my husband happy,
I
but-
don't know if you tell him well enough to know, maybe you live in a condo, you know. Anyway, as your landscaper, I'm happy to help all of you with those needs. So, okay.
Thank you, Simon.
Good.
Thank you.
You are pulling out the Franklin Street sign.
Well, they haven't totally voted.
No.
Oh, okay. But you're kind of heading that way, and then you don't wanna, you're just cutting the mowing out of Washington Street, you still want the rest of the maintenance?
Yeah. And I can give you all of this. Once they're done, I'll give it all to you. You will have it. Okay. We'll make a spreadsheet.
Yeah, I'm okay with moving to Franklin Street. That area right there.
Yeah, we spent $740 taking care of that little stop sign, it is the most beautiful stop sign in Brown County.
Yeah.
I've seen people out there taking selfies. I even donated a couple of hostas to that thing, just because there was nothing there, but it was there. When I took this over with Judy Milliken, was the weeding person 15 years ago. That's kind of what took me around all these places. Everything else that I've been doing, we have built with these ladies as a group over the last 14 years. And in fact, I didn't exist 14 years ago. And I remember Phyllis coming to me like, you do hanging baskets? I'm like, I can do anything you want. Yeah. And I will say, I remember Bob Kerwin, he was going to hire me when he saw me with my little fertilizer tank running around. He's like, I think we hired the right guy. Yeah. Because just hanging those up there and expecting that irrigation system to maintain them, they would never be as nice as they are right now.
Did we?
Down, you made them.
Yeah.
Okay, Ian made it.
I'll
Okay,
second.
and Rick seconded. Okay,
And you're doing the bid with Antique Alley.
Contingent on it, yeah.
Okay. So
We'll
that's,
be with Nancy Galley to find out it's ours.
the bid with my recommendations. I want.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Sandy's recommendations.
Okay.
With the,
Yeah, so if
With the
it's
number.
something not being town property, then we'll just scratch that.
right.
If it's not town property, I'd sure like to see what it's gonna look like next.
And then also removing that one lawn treatment.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's under my recommendations on that list. I was just trying to be real.
All in favor, say aye. Aye, all opposed, nay. All right, thank you, Todd.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Yeah.
thanks, Todd.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, our very first town attorney report was.
Nothing to report? Any questions about anything?
We have any questions on it?
No, I don't. Nothing I would like to reverse.
Ah,
Right?
Town manager report.
I got the final bill for our community crossings project and it came in under what they bid, which is awesome. And Scott looked over all the paperwork and found it to be,
It's great. We actually did more concrete, curb ramps than we had in the plans. There's a few things we didn't do, but we did more work than we had anticipated, but it actually cost less.
Good, that's great.
Sustaining Hoosier Communities application, the quality of life group that was formed off of the county council, submitted that application, and we're hoping that we will become a community supported by IU. And we won't find out until like December 6th. But it would be a great opportunity for our whole community to be a part of that. Next week is the AIM conference, and there's a few of us going, a few of us can't, but we will bring back information that we gleaned from that.
All right.
And I think that's all I have for now.
Okay, thank you. Next on a new business. Discuss police and street department building locations.
I think we are going to, I think we should get appraisal on our building,
Okay.
our police
Police department building.
department building. And go from there.
We need a motion for
I'll make a motion for that.
Okay,
Second.
okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, nay.
Just for clarification, how many appraisals do you want?
One.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, old business, discuss potential water project options. Just for clarification. No decisions have been made, nothing is being written down, it's literally in a discussion phase right now.
And they're talking about cutting a lot out.
Yeah, but out there's a lot of different options that we are exploring and looking at. Try to figure out what we feel will be the best for the town.
And we're still exploring, funding for.
Yeah. So if anybody has some money that they wanna throw.
We need to get
Okay.
in touch with Eric Cook and Dave Hall.
And
Mhm.
people
I
are
think we
working
need
on
a
that.
meeting with them.
Mhm.
Right. Any other, yeah,
Yeah, I wanted to bring up that when we, put the food truck ordinance on hold, we forgot that Lisa Hall has, for the Chris Kimball Market, does have at least 2, possibly 3 trucks coming in. So it would be nice if we had a path forward for her to come in and approve those. And I talked to Sandy and Phyllis about it, maybe rather because she's busy organizing all this, rather than have her attend a meeting and get permission, if we could just approve. I mean, she said 2, they have 2, I think, and I think she was working on a 3rd one.
Yeah.
As long as, I mean, we could even say 3 to 4 to give us a little slack, or, and then we could make a motion that if they came in and went through the procedure, health inspection and itinerant license, that they could just approve.
Now, are they gonna go through the DRC for approval, or are we eliminating that
No,
from that?
No, they get for council for this.
Okay.
Yeah, so we make it special all the way around. I mean, they'll be so insulated in that little village, I don't think it'll.
Like the heroes.
What?
Okay. So is your motion?
So
So that motion,
I make a motion to allow the Chris Kimball Market to have, say, up to 4 trucks, just in case. I know it's a fluid situation, but she said 2 to 3, I think is providing she comes in and goes through the proper procedure.
do you know what dates to what dates?
It's only 2 days, right?
Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't know if they needed to come in early to set up.
just for the duration of the Chris Kimball Market.
The event itself.
Right, so.
I'll second.
All right, any comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, nay. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are there any other comments or business come before the council?
I'll make the motion.
So what?
To what?
Just
What you gotta say?
No, you don't.
Let's see what it is. All right.